On Kochie's Business Builders, how to market your business to boost profile and sales. Plus, how Kennard's hire has thrived in a highly competitive industry for 7 decades. And a single dad who turned $5,000 into a multi-million-dollar empire, how you can too. Hello and welcome to Kochie's Business Builders. We have a special show for you today as we catch up with the winners of our first Business Builders All-Stars competition. Just Mum's Recruitment really wowed us. It's a recruitment agency aimed at helping mums get back to work while still maintaining that all-important work-life balance. So, as part of their $60,000 prize package, directors Rachel Perkins and Erin Kafalis are getting help with the marketing side of their business. We sent in our marketing guru, Sharon Williams, to help. It's a boardroom meeting with a difference. The directors of Just Mum's Recruitment are taking part in a strategy session with Sharon Williams from Taurus Marketing.
So, Erin and Rachel, tell me about your business.
We are Just Mum's Recruitment and we are all about connecting return to work and working mums with flexible jobs.
And how did it all start?
I was on maternity leave with my second child, contemplating what I was going to do next, looking in the market for support. There was nothing around, so essentially on a whim, Just Mum's Recruitment was born to address that gap in the market.
It's an excellent business idea. By finding that gap in the market, Rachel and Erin have a chance to help thousands of mums go back into work on their own terms.
So you've got the opportunity to be a market leader. You've got to take some certain steps and definite steps to get there. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't.
I think one of our greatest qualities is that we can really relate to our mums. So Rachel gave the example of starting the business because there was a gap in the market. I personally was made redundant whilst on mat leave from a company I'd been at for 5 years. And at the time I was shattered. I'd given them so much, but they needed me to work full-time, which I was not prepared to do with 2 small children.
At the moment, Just Mums is made up of 7 part-time and contract staff. Their website is a one-stop shop for mums and employers. And the Just Mums Facebook page has a 20,000 strong following.
So Sharon, how do we grow from a marketing perspective?
I think you already know how great social media is working for you, and I'm so proud of your 20,000 on Facebook. That is extraordinary. What we want to do now is probably start with Twitter and really get into the conversation. All those conversations you're having on Facebook, put them into your odd characters, your short Twitter stream, and get them out on Twitter and start following leaders in your space, and you'll start to see people coming on board via Twitter.
Still to come on the show, Sharon Williams shares some more expert marketing tips with our mums to help their agency grow. And later, the family-run business still going strong after almost 70 years. How often do you lock your computer when you step away from your desk? Better still, how complicated is your password? Identity theft is a real threat to small businesses these days. 8 in 10 hacking-related breaches are due to stolen or weak passwords. So how do we make sure our valuable data is secure? Intel has added another layer of protection, such as facial recognition, fingerprint and Bluetooth technology. So if someone, other than you, figures out your password, it makes it extra tricky to log onto your device. It's a multi-factor authentication solution that is helping thousands of businesses stay secure.
Hi, Max Markson here for KBB's Campaign for Optimism. This is good for small business. Why? Because we are so fortunate to be living in Australia, to be in this country, just to wake up every day. Be optimistic. Enjoy.
Welcome back to Kochie's Business Builders. We challenge you to jump on board our campaign for optimism by sharing your inspiring business story with us. Just head to the KBB website for details. Now, let's head back to Taurus Marketing headquarters to get some great marketing tips from Sharon Williams. Rachel and Erin think working mums can have it all, but as the directors of Just Mums Recruitment, they've also learned they can't do it all.
General advice, I think small business is tough and also very rewarding, and I'd really encourage you to watch for that frenetic pace and reduce your working hours. Take care of you and your health, and of course the families that you've talked about that you love so much. And then what you can do is actually get your workload into some sort of viable future.
PR and marketing expert Sharon Williams has some tips to get the marketing side of their business powering. The first step, though, is to make a business plan, helping Rachel and Erin navigate through change easily.
Top 3 pieces of advice: focus and set those business objectives really clearly. Once you've got your business objectives, then you'll feel a lot calmer and stop the frenetic pace. Take some time out to plan together what that 12-month is going to look like, and then we divide it down into 90-day plans.
I think we'd like to be bigger and better. We are still a very small team. We've got a great following, but we want to access mothers nationwide and bring our services across the country, and also work in partnership with employers around the country as well.
To do that, Rachel and Erin need to be noticed. They've been advised to bring in marketing automation software to get the word out online.
I'd really like you to investigate how you can link your social media posting and automate that and get that off your hands a little more. And also get those outreach programs helping for you that we've talked about, so that the business is making money for you while you sleep. And what you want to do is make sure that you look after you, because if something happens to you, there is no business.
Just Mums promotes a sustainable work-life balance with flexibility on both sides. The best way for any business to acquire credibility is for the owners to practice what they preach. Some great advice there from Sharon. I just love how Erin and Rachel spotted a gap in the recruitment market and really went for it. All right, now to our Pillars of Success segment, helping you build solid foundations for your small business. Julia Bickerstaff from the Business Bakery has some advice on how to make a healthy income doing the work you love.
This week's pillar of success is pricing. Pricing can make or break a business, not because of pricing too high, but rather because of pricing too low. Let me tell you about the magic of the 1% pricing secret. When you increase your prices by just 1%, your net profit will go up by 10%. Yes, 10%. It might help to look at the maths. If your revenue is $100 and your costs are $90, your net profit is $10. If you increase your prices by 1%, your revenue increases to $101, but your costs stay the same at $90, so your new net profit is $11. That's an increase of 10%. You can do the maths on your own business. It always works. Increasing prices increases your net profit in a disproportionately good way. Compare the 1% price rise to an increase of 1% in the quantity of your sales. The latter never has as big an impact because you only earn 1% of the additional gross profit on the sales, not 1% of the additional revenue. As business owners, we spend way more time chasing extra sales than we do looking at our pricing. So something for you to think about today is, how can I increase my prices? Finally, it works the other way too. Every 1% decrease in price goes straight to the bottom line. So if you discount your prices by 1%, your net profit will fall by 10%. Yes, 10%. So think twice before you run your next sale.
Still to come on Kochie's Business Builders, the single dad who put everything on the line to create a protein supply business.
Hi, I'm Matt Stallone, founder and managing director of Protein Supplies Australia. My 3 keys to success are the 3 R's I live by. Number 1, resilience. I think it's super important for anyone, no matter what you're doing in your life, to be adaptable to change. When you're starting a small business, it is most definitely a roller coaster. You might get out of bed with a game plan and things will change within a minute. So resilience is super important. Number 2, being resourceful. When you're starting a small business, there's going to be times that are tough, maybe financially, maybe because you don't have the right people around you. Make some new connections. Find some new people to deal with, maybe some new suppliers, maybe negotiate on a price. Being resourceful is essential in your success. Number 3, relationships. If you have great relationships and good interpersonal skills, you'll continue to grow your business. For me, everyone is my friend who I do it, and I've created some great friendships from running this business. Thank you for letting me share my 3 top tips with you.
Well, Matt Stallone has really come a long way since he started Protein Supplies Australia just 6 years ago. Good on him for all his success. Now to a business with strong family roots, which has been around almost 70 years. Kennard's Hire was founded by Walter Kennard way back in 1948. He owned a small machinery business in Bathurst, and when a customer asked if they could borrow a concrete mixer instead of buying one, the Kennard's Hire brand was born. Today, the business is run by Walter's grandson, Angus Kennard, now in charge of more than 165 branches across Australia and New Zealand.
I think if my grandfather was around today and he could see the business, he would be very surprised. He was very much an entrepreneur, probably not a great business person, but very much an entrepreneur and an innovator. So this is well beyond probably what his expectations. I think it's well beyond my dad's expectations as well. You know, I think my grandfather would certainly look back and be pretty happy. Not only the size of the business, but probably be more delighted about what it represents and the values that it represents and the quality that it represents and the people that it has in the business. They're the things that we're probably most proud of. And so we have 4 values that we want to live by. Those values are fair income, which is about being true and real. Every customer raving fan, which goes back to my grandfather Walter, is doing whatever it takes to satisfy a customer's need. Taking higher, which is about continuous improvement and innovation. And the last value is around one family. So that's very much about safety, people coming home safe every day, and we have each other's backs. I think for us, growth has happened over time. It hasn't been a big spike in growth. It's been a steady growth over nearly 70 years. And I guess we as a family have never sort of sought to be the biggest. We've always sought to be the best. And so that's what we're striving to do every day, is to better serve our customers, better support and grow our people, you know, do whatever we're doing better each and every day. I guess it's different with us versus a car company. If you book a Camry and that's not there, then you can pick up a Falcon, they'll give you a Falcon. But if someone books a chainsaw, you can't give them a vacuum cleaner. So the actual understanding what's available in a branch is really, really important, and sort of matching that with the website and the transactional element is something that I've been able to do to make sure that firstly gear's available, or if it's not available, you know, we can get it to them quickly if we have to, because we've got normally a sister or brother branch nearby. I think the lowlights in our business, normally it's the times when you're tested, so economic factors can be, you know, one of those things. So in the late 80s, I know my dad had to make some difficult decisions, and, you know, certainly around people, which is something that we don't like doing and haven't done that very often at all. We try and avoid that. We want to make sure that we, you know, keep our good people. So if I think about the future of the business, it will be very different in 10 years' time as it is very different to 10 years gone. And, you know, in essence, rental is a sort of a form of sharing, if you like it. It's an efficient use of assets. So I think we're sitting in a good place to be able to maximise the use of assets that are just sitting idle, because people can rent them. We just need to understand how people want to transact with that mindset in the future.
The Kennard's family business thrived because it consistently moved and adapted with changing times. Now, if you've got a small business, you need to join Small Business First. Sean from Kochie Recovery in Sydney did just that. giving him access to exclusive discounts, expert advice and a whole lot more. He runs a business helping people from all walks of life overcome chronic pain. To join the community for free, go to the Small Business First website.
"72% of workers want more flexibility to work either off-site or from home." So, as a small business owner, how do you set this up? Many business owners hold on to older laptops, even as old as 5 years, believing it'll save them money and time. Outdated tech means devices are less secure, staff are less productive, and you'll be calling for IT support more frequently, none of which will save you any time or money. There are a whole range of laptops based on the latest technology, 8th generation Intel Core processors that are on the shelves now at your favorite tech retailer. Laptops with the latest processors in them mean you can edit documents and create presentations up to 40% faster than on laptops based on previous generations of Intel tech. And if you compare a new 2-in-1 device to a 5-year-old laptop, they multitask seamlessly and are thinner and sleeker, measuring between 11 millimeters to 17 millimeters compared to around 35 millimeters. And if you want to edit video footage, it's up to 14.7 times faster. So what takes 45 minutes on a 5-year-old machine will take only 3 minutes on a new system. Today's laptops, or 2-in-1s, are also more affordable than you think, starting at about $1,000 or even lower. So if you're determined to hold on to that old technology, keep this in mind. Staff will be twice as productive on a new laptop than on a 5-year-old model. Why? Because a PC with the latest Intel processor is far more power efficient, so you can multitask better, transfer data much faster, and even simple things like browsing the web will be quicker.
Now to our Ask Kochie segment, where I do my best to answer your burning business questions. This week, Christina Zen got in touch about an issue affecting a lot of online businesses: shopping cart abandonment. Let's hear from Christina now.
Hi Kochie, my name is Christina Zhang and I am the founder and owner of Zen Ramen. Our product is a low-carb vegan noodle made from a Japanese yam, and it also happens to be gluten-free and dry-packed. I started the business as a bit of a side hustle and a passion project, and we recently launched our website. I'm seeing good traffic come through and a lot of customers buying our products. However, my question is, I'm finding that some sales are being lost at checkout once customers are seeing the shipping costs being added to the final price. How can I prevent this from happening in the future? Thanks, Kochie.
Thanks, Christina. It sounds like a great product. I love noodles, and I love that such a great product has gone from being a side hustle to a more serious business for you. Well done. Now, the issue you're facing is what's called shopping cart abandonment, and it's really common with online shopping. Research shows that consumers tend to abandon their cart if they're presented with an unexpected cost, if they were only browsing and not actually ready to make the purchase just yet, or if the overall price is too expensive. In your case, it's your shipping costs that's putting customers off, and it's not surprising. Now, I looked at your site and saw that buying a single pack of noodles to try costs $7.95, and the shipping cost is the same. But to buy your 5-pack, it's $39.95 with free shipping. Obviously, buying a single pack is a turn-off because the price doubles when the shipping cost is added. Why not just sell the 5-pack or promote it as a get 1 pack free to try, and if you don't like it, send the other 4 back and we'll refund your money. It's basically a try before you buy model, but you're banking on the fact that your noodles are so great, no one will return them, or they're going to be too lazy to return them. You could also try sending an email immediately after a shopper abandons you, asking them if they would like to take advantage of your free shipping offer. You've only got a couple of hours to get them back, so why not try upselling them to the 5-pack at the same time? Another way to solve this problem is to not give your customers any additional costs. Be upfront about the shipping costs. Don't surprise them when they get to the checkout, like I was really surprised. Or if you don't want to market the overall price, build in a calculator which clearly displays the shipping cost from the beginning of the purchase journey, not just at the end. You could also try adding a Save for Later button, which allows shoppers to create a wish list of products they want to buy that can easily be turned into a sale later. You'll need to send a reminder or follow-up email to get them to finish the purchase though. But don't push the sale. Let them be the one in the control seat. Now, I hope that helps, Christina. It's a really common problem. Make sure you email us at kbb@pinstripemedia.com.au to let us know how you go. Or if anyone else wants to send in a question, that's the email address. Next week, preparing for Amazon's entry into Australia. How your business can jump on the online shopping bandwagon. See you next week for more Kochie's Business Builders.